Good morning to all. This is Sumana working as Assistant Professor of Biochemistry at Government City College. Today's our topic is mechanism of enzyme action. As you already know, what are the enzymes? Enzymes are nothing but biocatalyst which increases the rate of the reaction by lowering the activation energy. So, while forming the enzyme substrate complex, how it will be formed? The transition state of the enzyme substrate complex, how the mechanism, there are actually four types of mechanisms that we'll discuss now. So the definition for the mechanism of enzyme action, actually the formation of the enzyme substrate complex is very crucial for the catalysis to occur and for the product formation. See how the enzyme reaction occurs. This is the enzyme plus substrate and it will form the enzyme substrate complex which will give the enzyme plus product. So the substrate is converted into as product, and before the formation of the product, the enzyme and substrate will combine and form the enzyme substrate complex, and this complex how it will be formed, that will explain. So it is estimated that an enzyme catalyzed reaction proceeds 10 to the power of 6 to 10 to the power of 12 times faster than a non-catalyzed reaction. Comparatively, non-catalyzed reactions occurs very slowly compared to the enzyme catalyzed reaction. And during the introduction of the enzymes also I have said that suppose if a protein degraded to amino acids when you do in the laboratory under acidic conditions and at the temperature of 100 degrees, then it takes 2 days of time to degrade the complete enzyme. But when it comes to the enzyme catalyzed reaction which occurs in our body, as you know, the body pH is 7.2 and the temperature is 37 degrees. At the temperature with the enzymes, that is peptidase enzymes, it takes only 2 hours of time to completely degrade the protein. So here you can see the 2 hours of time it's taking for the enzyme catalyzed reaction, and in the laboratory, that is in under uncatalyzed reaction, it's taking 2 days of time. So in this way the enzyme catalyzed reactions are more fast than the uncatalyzed reaction. It's nearly 10 to the power of 6 to 10 to the power of 12 times faster than the non-catalyzed reactions. And the enhancement in the rate of the reaction is mainly due to four processes, and how this enhancement, that is the fastness, how it is occurs by these four mechanisms. Those are, first one is acid base catalysis, second one is covalent catalysis, and the third one is electrostatic catalysis, and the fourth one is metal ion catalysis. All these four mechanisms we will discuss in detail. So the first one is the acid base catalysis. You know the definition of acid and base. Acid is which gives the proton ion, that is H plus, and base is which accepts the hydrogen. The acids are nothing but which give the hydrogens. So the role of acids and bases is quite important in the enzymology. And at the physiological pH, what is the physiological pH? Nothing but our body pH, that is 7.2, that is neutral. The pH is nothing but negative logarithm of the hydrogen ions. So it is will be from 1 to 14 the pH values. So 7 is a neutral, whatever the number are is less than 7 it is acidic, and above 7 it is basic. So the physiological pH is 7.2, which is neutral. At the physiological pH, histidine is the most important amino acid. Histidine is the most important amino acid. And how this histidine acts as acid and base is that the protonated form of which functions as an acid. What is the meaning of the protonated form? Actually histidine is there. To that histidine, if H plus ion is there, then it acts as the acid. So how it will act as the acid? Because by giving hydrogen to the other molecule, and its corresponding conjugate acts as a base. After donating the hydrogen ions, the conjugate will act as a base. So in the body, in our body, at the physiological pH, histidine acts as both acid and base. The protonated form acts as the acid and the conjugate base acts as a base. So, and other amino acids also. As you know, the amino acids, there are 20 amino acids. In that, the classification is also there, like acidic amino acids, basic, aromatic amino acids, group chained amino acids, all these are there. So, along with the histidine, other amino acids like hydroxyl group of the tyrosine. Tyrosine is an aromatic amino acid which has a hydroxyl group. So the hydroxyl group of the tyrosine and the sulfhydryl group of the cysteine. Cysteine has the SH, that is sulfhydryl group of the cysteine, and amino group of the lysine. Lysine is a basic amino acid which has two amino groups. So one amino group of the lysine can act as the acid, and the conjugate bases of these acids and carboxyl ions, that is COO minus, can function as the basis. So the actually amino acids, where it will be present? In our body only. Enzyme is also protein except the ribonuclease enzyme. So proteins are nothing but amino, which are made up of amino acids. So these amino acids which are forming the enzyme in the tertiary form can act as both acid and bases. And the ribonuclease enzyme, the enzyme ribonuclease, what is the function of the ribonuclease? It will degrade the RNA, ribonucleic acid. Ribonucleic acid will degrade the or break the RNA molecule by cleaving the phosphodiester bond. By cleaving the phosphodiester bonds are present in the nucleic acids which will form the between nucleotides, so that a long chain will be formed. So this ribonuclease enzyme cleaves the phosphodiester bonds in a pyrimidine loci in RNA, is a classical example of the role of acid and base in the catalysis. The example for the acid base catalysis is that ribonuclease, which will cleaves the phosphodiester bond in the pyrimidine. What are the pyrimidine? Uracil, thymine and cytosine. But in RNA only uracil and cytosine present, not the thymine. So at that place it will break the phosphodiester bond by acting as acid base catalysis. In this you can see the mechanism. This is the uncatalyzed reaction, and this is a general acid catalyzed reaction which is giving the hydrogen ion, and this is a general base catalyzed reaction which is giving the protons. And second one is the covalent catalysis. As you know, what is the covalent bond? The covalent bond is nothing but the bond which is formed by the sharing of the electrons. By the sharing of the electrons. Here also the same thing happens. So in the covalent catalysis, the negatively charged or the positively charged, the negatively charged ions are called nucleophilic, and the positively charged molecules are called electrophilic group is present at the active site of the enzyme. So this group attacks the substrate, that will result in the covalent binding of the substrate to the enzyme. The substrate and enzyme will share the bond electrons, so that it's forming a covalent bond by sharing the electrons between substrate and the enzyme. And in the serine proteases, what is the meaning of the serine proteases? Proteases are the enzymes which will break the peptide bond in the proteins. So why it is called serine proteases? Because serine is the amino acid which is present at the active site of the enzyme. That's why these are called serine proteases. So named due to the presence of the serine at the active site. Covalent catalysis along with the acid base catalysis occurs. Okay, and the examples for the covalent catalysis are the enzymes are chymotrypsin, trypsin and thrombin. The function of the chymotrypsin is the breaking of the bond at the acidic amino acids, and the trypsin, the function is it will break at the basic amino acid, the chymotrypsin at the aromatic amino acids. So these are the examples for the covalent catalysis. Here you can see the mechanism. This is the enzyme, and in the transition state, that is enzyme substrate complex formation, you can see the covalent intermediate. Here the enzyme and the substrate are sharing the electrons and forming the bond between the enzyme and the substrate by sharing the electrons, that is by forming the covalent bond. So the transition state is in the form of covalent intermediate, and in this the product, the enzyme and product are formed. Actually, what is the need of the transition state is that it should get stabilized. The stability is because of the covalent bond between the enzyme and the substrate in the enzyme substrate complex. Next is electrostatic catalysis. Electrostatic means the charged ions, positive charge and the negative charged ions. So the stabilization of the charged transition state. See, the negative and positive charges always attracts each other. The same thing happens in the electrostatic catalysis. So the stabilization of the charged transition states can also be by residues in the active site forming ionic bonds or partial ionic charge interactions with the intermediate. And these bonds can either come from the acidic or the base side chain found on amino acids such as lysine, arginine, aspartic acid or glutamic acid. And the rate of the reaction which it will increase by the electrostatic catalysis is nearly 10 to the power of 7 times than the normal uncatalyzed reactions. So in particular, it has been found that enzyme provides an environment which is more polar than the water, which is more polar than the polar means charged ions will be present, and that the ionic transition states are stabilized by fixed dipoles. The transition states are stabilized by the fixed dipoles. And the magnitude of the electrostatic field, exerted by an enzyme's active site has been shown to be highly correlated with the enzyme's catalytic rate enhancement. So the binding of substrate usually excludes water from the active site, thereby lowering the local dielectric constants to that of an organic solvent. And this strengthens the electrostatic interactions between the charged at the polar substrate and the active sites. The best example for the electrostatic catalysis is carboxypeptidase. The function of the carboxypeptidase is that it will break the peptide bond from the carboxyl end of the protein. So the example for the electrostatic catalysis is that carboxypeptidase. In this mechanism, you can see electrostatic stabilization of the transition state. Here you can see the positive charge and the negative charge. Positive charge of the enzyme and negative charge on the substrate are both getting attracted each other, so that stabilization of the transition state occurs by the attraction between the positive and negative charges. This is nothing but oxyanion hole. Next is metal ion catalysis. See, the metal ion catalysis is also same like electrostatic catalysis. In the electrostatic catalysis, what is happening? The positive charge and the negative charge are getting attracted. The same thing happens in the metal ion catalysis also, but the positive charge will be provided by the metal. The positive charge will be provided by the metal, which will stabilize the transition state. So, a metal ion in the active site participates in catalysis by coordinating charge stabilization and the shielding. So because of the metal's positive charge, only negative charges can be stabilized through metal ions. However, Metal ions are advantageous in biological catalysis because they are not affected by changes in the pH. So metal ions can also act to ionize water by acting as Lewis acid. So what is the meaning of the ionization of water? The formula for water is H2O. The ionization of the water means H plus is OH minus. Okay, and the metal ions may also be agents of oxidation and reduction. The example for the metal ion catalysis is carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. In this structure you can see this is the enzyme substrate this is the enzyme substrate complex which is stabilized by the zinc metal, zinc which is having the positive charge on the zinc, so it's forming the tetrahedral intermediate which is stable than the normal enzyme substrate complex. So by forming the tetrahedral intermediate, the enzyme substrate along with the metal ion, it's forming a stable intermediate form. So the role of the zinc ion in carbonic anhydrase is important for the stability of the enzyme substrate complex, that is transition state. So in this way the enzyme substrate complexes will get stabilized by these four mechanisms, so that it will increase the rate of the enzymatic reactions, that is catalyzed reactions in the organisms. So this is about the mechanism of the enzyme action. There are four types: acid base, second one is covalent, third one is electrostatic, and the fourth one is the metal ion catalysis. The overall theme of this one is the stability of the transition state is important for the reaction to occur fast. And thank you to all.